Hi everybody, and welcome to this quick video where I'm going to be showing you how I added the breathable membrane and the battens to this DIY garden room project. On screen right now you can see the DPM at the bottom here on the wall, which I've just curled up the wall and stapled in place and cut at around 150mm. And the goal here is then to add this breathable membrane over the top. It's just going to overlap that so we have a continuous waterproof barrier, protect these OSB walls and the timber beneath them. So this is very simple. You can see that I just rolled it around, stretched it around the edge. I didn't mark any levels or anything for this. I just kind of eyed it in, and it's just a case of stapling it in place. Just make sure you pull it nice and tight, and then just take the next roll. We're just going to overlap it by a couple of 100mm, and as you can see, it's as simple as just rolling it around and then just stapling it in place. Very, very straightforward, and it shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes, half an hour, even on your own doing this. It's really not that difficult at all. And as you can see now, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. This just took 3 passes with a roll. I didn't cut anything apart from obviously when I came to the end of the sheet, but I didn't cut the width, the height on it or anything. I just rolled it and overlapped it. Okay, so once that's on, we can start adding the battens. And again, this is a very, very simple process. The battens on the front are all exactly the same length, so I got these delivered in packs of 10, so I literally just cut the pack in its entirety, just cut every single batten at once rather than cutting them individually. Okay, so it's just a case of running the saw through it to the exact length that we want, and then we can start adding these to the front. So the process of adding these battens again is not very complicated. You want to get these ones on the door edge, nice and flush with the door opening. And then the other battens just need to be in line with the internal studs. So you want to be fixing straight into the timbers. This is going to give it more strength. And you can see I'm using a nail gun here, but by all means you can screw these in place. The nail gun's not entirely necessary. With that said, it is a tool that you use quite a lot on this job. And considering that you're going to be spending a significant amount of money if you're building one of these yourself, it might be a good investment. I'm just saying, it's a few £100 and it's a good tool. So as you can see now, I've just kind of skipped forward to where I've gone all the way around. You can see what this looks like on the entire building. You can also see above the door there I added a couple of timbers, and down at the bottom, and these are just going to be able to carry the cladding once we start adding that to the outside of the building. Around here I've gone around the window. You'll notice there's a little bit short there. The only reason for that is it was just an offcut and I didn't want to waste it. That's going to be plenty to fix in our horizontal battens, which is what we're going to be going on to next. And there you go, down the back. So again, that was quite simple. Took an hour maybe. And then I've come back here and you can see that I've added the horizontal battens on as well. Exactly the same process here. You can see I've got one at the top, one at the bottom, one in the middle, and then a dividing one in between. And these timbers, a lot of them, I didn't even cut them to length. I just literally fixed them in what I had left over from the offcuts from previous cuts. So simply overhang these, and then you just can come along with a handsaw and just run this along the edge as I'm doing here. And that's just going to cut your corners off nice and flush. And there we go, that's it. It's very simple. This literally took me, half a day. It wasn't a terribly big job. Very simple, straightforward. No specialist skill really required. And I'm sure you'll agree, it's a pretty good looking job. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.